One of my core mentors, Chris Record, another good friend and mentor of mine. And I believe that success leaves clues. Chris was sharing that yesterday. And if whoever you want to be, right, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to have, get around people that are being that, right, that are doing the things you want to do and have what you have. Does that make sense? Say yes?
Yes.
Say yes?
Yes.
Awesome. So, over the next hour or so, I want to have a conversation with you about a little something that can be controversial, something that we all talk about, we all think about, we all interact with in our daily lives, but some of us maybe have some negative, what they say, stinking thinking, and that is around the conversation of money. Conversation of what?
Money.
Okay. And as it relates to your business, how would you guys like to make more money? Say yes.
Yes.
How would you guys like to make more money with less sales, less traffic and less leads and less sales?
Yes.
How many of you guys would like to make more money with less leads?
Yes.
Okay? So, when I met Jim, when I met Chris a decade ago, I was, 21 years old. I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I won't go through all the details of my long story, but was raised, struggling single mom, kind of working class. No one in my family was an entrepreneur. My mom struggled growing up, raising 3 kids. And I knew I wanted to do something different with my life. And I wanted to be able to be a better provider for myself and my family. And so I entered the world of entrepreneurship. I started going to events and seminars at a very young age. I had a blessing. My mom was one of my first mentors. And she became from a struggling single mom to being a spiritual leader and teaching people how to really empower their lives. And so I had that instilled in me. No matter what your belief is, no matter what your faith is, I think we can all agree that there's probably something more and something that within us that drives us. Yes?
Yes.
And there are a lot of other places you could be in the world than right here, right now. Yes? Yes. So you guys are special. Say, I'm special.
I'm special.
I'm special. You guys are special. I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of you personal face-to-face or over the phone, and I recognize that we are all special. We are in a special place, a special time in history, and we're right where we're supposed to be. Okay? So if you guys are ready for an awesome day, say I'm ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome. So let's talk about money, because we all deal with it, right? We all probably want more of it, right? You guys acknowledge that. And at the same time, we probably have some things that maybe we don't know that we don't know that are holding us back from creating more money in our lives, from making sales, right? From having more financial abundance, and whatever that looks like to you. Can we agree? Yeah. Right? And so when I started this journey in entrepreneurship, I was learning about money and studying rich and successful people. Because one of my mentors said, learn and model from rich and successful people. Write that down. Learn and model from rich and successful people. And rich and successful people, that is in all areas of life. So we're going to talk about money, the financial arena, right? But this equates to every arena, relationships, to health, love and connection, right? Personal purpose, all of the different important areas of our lives, right? So as it relates to money and really modeling successful people, another principle was bless that which you want to have, right? It's a Buddha philosophy, bless that which you want to have. So when you see someone out there like a Chris Record, Jim Piccolo, and all these amazing entrepreneurs, so many people in our community that are making 6 figures and 7 figures, first and foremost, I want you to begin to train your mind. Train your what?
Mind.
Train your mind to admire that, to model from that and what they're doing, who they're being, right? Not only the technical strategies, because is Chris giving you so much amazing technical strategies just yesterday?
Yes.
Guys, he's pouring his heart and soul out. She's wearing Invisalign, literally blooding his mouth. I'm not kidding. Blooding his mouth and his gums to give you and speak and train you on Facebook advertising. Today's going to be sharing on list building and more traffic strategies. How many of you guys are fired up to learn those strategies? Say yes?
Yes.
So he's going to give me that. But I want to give you some foundational principles, because if you don't have a right mind, if you've got a little leak in the toolbox, there's going to be a little bit of a problem.
Yes.
Right? So we got to have the right foundation when it comes to money, when it comes to success. And if you have that right foundation, then what's going to end up happening is you're going to then be able to apply the strategies at a much faster pace and be able to get results. Have you ever wondered why they're getting sent information? We've all been investing, we've all been in trainings, we're taking notes, right? The person next to us, left of us, right of us, one person gets the information, maybe 90 days later, 6 months later, they haven't really done much, right? But yeah, there's been out there. I've been there. I'll raise my hand. I've been there, right? And then there's someone else, same information, and you see them 90 days later, 6 months later, they made 6 figures in their business, literally from nothing. I can share story after story of people in our industry, in our community, that literally were down to the last $100, and 90 days later, 6 months later, they're making 6 figures with an e-commerce store, selling affiliate products. How many of you have seen these stories? Say yes.
Yes.
Right? What's the difference?
Mindset.
What's
They
the difference?
believe. They believe in
The
themselves.
mind, action, right? Taking massive action, as we like to say, TMA, taking massive action, right? So it's all of those things. Is it also the mechanics? You need to know what to do.
Yes.
Yes? You need to develop the skills. Say yes.
Yes.
Right? So here at TECademics, in the community, this collegiate style education that we're creating or going to be launching, right, is to give you those mechanics, is to give you those step-by-step instructions on how to be able to apply whatever strategy, right, whatever pathway it is. So if it's SEO, if it's Facebook advertising, if it's e-commerce, right? If it's social media marketing, building a brand, and then leveraging that brand and following, and maybe you want to promote a network marketing company that you're passionate about. Maybe you want to become a coach, speaker, author, trainer, something like that. So we've got to learn the mechanics. They have to learn the mechanics.
I have to make
Say mechanics.
mechanics.
All right, that's easier. See, we're both learning here. So we got to learn the mechanics, and at the same time, we've got to build that foundation. So some of the money principles that have transformed my life and my business, I want to share some of these principles with you. I want you to take notes. So one of the biggest ones, first and foremost, is that money, write this down, money is all around me. Write that down, really internalize that. Money is all around me. Money, financial success is all around me. Despite maybe my limiting current circumstances. Look around us right now. Literally right now. Look at this stage. Look at this screen behind me. Was this screen free?
Nope.
Did someone make some money building this technology and sharing it with the marketplace? The seats you're sitting on, the laptops you're using to take notes, the pens, the cell phones you're using to take pictures and videos, all was once an idea. Now write this down. Money is just an idea. You probably heard Chris say that.
Yeah.
One of the things I got from him. Money is just an idea. So, if I'm presently lacking money, financial resources, okay, I've got to first get that it's all around me, that I live in an abundant world, an abundant universe. There's more than enough to go around. Okay? Would you agree that in nature, there's a tree struggle? It's just constantly growing and bigger and stronger. The more it gets, it's building the roots, getting stronger, growing, right? Ever expanding. So on a practical level, money's all around me. Okay, so what do I have to do to get money? How many of you guys like to say, what do I got to do to get money? Get more money, right? So here's the thing. You've got to give value. You've got to give more value, more use value, more tangible value to that person than you're going to take in cash value, right? So if you're selling a product, if you're selling a service, if you're selling education, that value, what you're selling, the person buying that has got to receive value. They've got to perceive value, and then they've got to receive value. Okay? Is this making sense at all? Say yes?
Yes.
Okay. So you've got to give that value. So you've got to be thinking, as a marketer, as an entrepreneur, what problem am I going to solve, right? Because people want to avoid pain. Say this. People want to avoid pain, and they want to gain pleasure. They want to gain what? Pleasure. They want to avoid pain and gain pleasure. So money's all around me, first and foremost, right? Money's all around me. Money's just an idea. And now we're going to start getting into some of the strategies and mechanics of money comes from people. What an interesting concept. Money comes from people, right? We have currency, we have these dollars, we have these credit cards, we have currency exchange, and money is constantly exchanging all around us all the time. So money comes from people. How many of you guys would like to learn some real world small business stats of where money comes from? Like literally, how do people start businesses? Where does that money come from? Would you like to hear that information?
Yes.
Okay? So, and this may or may not be a shock to you. It may be a shock to you. So I did a little stats, a little research before coming up here. Because I want to say, okay, I have some ideas. I know what I've heard over the years as it relates to how people start businesses, how people get money. Over the last several years, I've kind of been known as the get money guy because I've helped people get money for their business, raise money, think creatively, think outside the box to be able to raise capital for the business, how to raise money from other people, how to do different things to be able to get the resources they need to be able to build a business, start a business, grow a business, maybe have more capital for Facebook ads, okay? So I started researching, okay, where does money come from? Well, first and foremost, I learned this. It's an interesting stat. If you write this down. Just in the U.S. alone, over 500,000 businesses get funded and started every year. 500,000. Out of those 500,000 businesses, close to $500 billion, over $500 billion is raised to start those businesses in the U.S. alone. Is that a big number? 500, is that a big number, guys? Okay? So over $500 billion. So get this. And you're like, Peter, you're really going to teach me this right now? 38% of that money comes from friends and family. 38%, I'm going to call it love money, people that love you. 38% of all business startup capital comes from friends and family. Now, I'm going to share this with you because I'm going to probably help to shift your paradigm, and I'm probably going to challenge a belief that you have about maybe where money comes from, or I can raise money or borrow money from friends and family. How many of you guys are thinking that? Say aye. No, thank you for a few of you guys being honest. The rest of you guys are liars. Okay? 38% friends and family. One here, another one, big one. Second one, even bigger. 57% from keyword personal. 57% from personal savings and credit. Credit cards, personal loans, personal savings. 57%. So let's do the math. 38% and 57%. 95%. 95% of the $500 million in the U.S. alone that's raised every year to start a half a million businesses is raised from friends and family and personal loans and credit. How many of you guys did not know that information? How many is that a little shocking? Right? So, does success leave clues? Does success leave clues? Okay, so if 95% of all this money comes from those two sources, and I want to make more money, and I'm selling, as an entrepreneur, are we selling? Say yes.
Yes.
So I'm going to share some more paradigms for you. Write this down. Sales is just a transference of belief. When you're selling, it doesn't matter what it is. Product, physical product, digital product, a service. Sales is a transference of belief. You are transferring some belief that says, you know, I should have that. I want that. I want to buy that. You know? Has Apple done a good job of transferring a belief that you should buy their products? Right? When they came out with this device, the original iPhone, I've owned an iPhone ever since and Mac ever since. You know, there's pros and cons, like Apple versus, Google. And I know right now half the room loves Apple and half the room hates Apple, But, so they transferred a belief that says, hey, our product is cool. It's different, right? They built a culture around it, community around it, right? And I gave them money for that experience, right? So, we know where money comes from. Money comes from people. Money comes from these two primary sources, 95% of it to start businesses. So if I'm selling a product or service, and how many of you guys have ever heard this objection? They say, I'd love to buy, I'd love to join, but I don't have the money. I don't have the money. All right, I don't have the money. So the number one objection is I don't have the money. And yet we know 95% of the money is going to come from them or someone they directly know. So that's interesting. So how do we bridge the gap? So how did I go from broke and struggling when I met Chris Record and joined this company about a decade ago, real estate education, being literally tens of thousands of dollars in debt at the time, pursuing real estate investing, buying and selling houses, things like that at a young age, wanting to be an entrepreneur. How did I go from struggling to fast forward a year later having $50,000 months in commissions at the age of 23? Two things, two keys. One, I learned how to overcome the money objection for myself and other people. I learned how to overcome this objection and help find people find the money. So, do you think if you get good at giving people the ideas, the resources, the strategies, with finding resources, that more people will buy your products and services?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. The second big thing I did, write this down, is I switched from selling low-ticket items, from business opportunities of a couple $100 to get started, to low-dollar products. And I switched to high-ticket, high-value, high-ticket, higher price points, and thus higher commissions. Again, how many of you guys want to make more money? Yes? So I switched from selling, as a metaphor, selling, let's say, a Honda, to selling a Rolls Royce. Now, if I sell a Rolls Royce, do I need to make as much sales to make money selling a Rolls Royce as I do a Honda? Do I need to make more sales with a Honda? Right? A lot more, right? That's volume. So I switched from volume to the higher end, higher ticket, higher value, higher commissions. So I can make more money with less sales, less work even, right? We're still gonna work, we're still gonna hustle, we're still gonna grind. But how many of us would like to get paid more, yes?
Yeah.
So I switched the model. And so I'm gonna challenge you, whatever you're doing, whatever your business is, whatever you're passionate about, is it low ticket or is it higher ticket? And if you don't have a higher ticket, I'm going to challenge you to get one. Now, we would love for you as TECademics in our college or education, you can make big commissions as an affiliate marketing that, right? How many of you guys would love to make some big commissions referring students to our incredible world-class education? Right? As I was talking to our chief sales officer, Michael Hamburger, earlier, he's like, yeah, we're like the Bugatti of education. We're not the Honda, we're not the Uzi, right? We're the Bugatti, the Bentley, the Rolls Royce. Is there a little more, let's be honest, a little more status about driving one of those cars versus a regular car? And hey, I'm on Hondas and I'm more, Fords and all that, and that's all good. But the reality is, if you can transport, whatever your business is, to have the element inside your sales funnel, low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket. Okay? Low ticket. What's an example of a low ticket item? $25. Okay, $25. What else? What's an example of a low ticket? $100, right? All right, so in the online space, I would say more or less under $100, right? So under $100 is a lower ticket. So when you sell something that's a lower ticket item, people probably need less information and are easier to make that decision. Would you agree? Right? So let me ask you, $100 item, and then let's talk about a $10,000 item. The $10,000 item, is someone going to just instantly watch maybe a 10-minute sales video and spend 10 grand? No. Probably not, right? If so, man, that would be awesome. Woo, that's the best sales video ever. Okay? Probably not. So one of the things I learned with high-ticket sales is it's going to take multiple exposures, multiple contacts. Fortune is in the follow-up. Fortune's in the what?
Follow-up.
Fortune's in the what?
Follow-up.
Fortune's in the follow-up. So I learned high-ticket sales. I started learning, like Jim shared with our SWAT. I learned for me, one of my strengths was I love people. I love working with people. I love talking to people. I love meeting people. One-on-one, groups, it doesn't matter. Whether it's over the phone, in person. I love connecting with people, and I love assisting people to help them get from where they are to where they want to be and get them on a path. And I learned as it relates to high-ticket sales, and we're all in sales. Say, I'm in sales.
I'm in sales.
I need you to get that, guys. I'm in sales.
I'm in sales.
I need you to own that, because if not, you will struggle, and you will not make big money. Because we are all in sales. If we're in a relationship, are we selling? Right? Am I selling my girlfriend, hopefully every day? I'm selling, If you're a parent, how many of you guys have kids? Are your kids constantly selling you? Every day. Why? They can stay up a little later, right? I was telling my mom, I want to brush my teeth. Come on, Mom, I got this. business, right? So we're all in sales, right? Sales is transference of belief. Sales is communication. So when it comes to selling high ticket and helping people overcome the money objection for themselves, you've got to first overcome that objection for yourself. If you're presently struggling with, I don't have the money, if you're telling yourself on a daily basis and making decisions from, I don't have the money, then what are you going to admit to your prospects, your potential customers and clients? Are you going to be sending that out? Right? What you put in, what you give out. So we've got to shift that. And as you shift that for yourself, it's going to start to relate inside of your marketing. It's going to start to relate and transfer into your ad copy, into your sales videos, into your email copy. When you're selling higher ticket products and services, right? Again, we want to make more money, yes?
Yes.
So, we're talking about money. We're talking about, okay, we understand where money comes from. We understand that, logistically speaking, 95% of it is going to come from resources that I have or someone that I know directly has. So, how do we bridge ourselves and our potential customers and prospects? How do we get them to be able to see the value of what we're selling? Because price, write this down, price is only an issue, right? It's only an issue in the absence of value. Price is only an issue in the absence of value. Sir, give me an idea of one of your favorite cars, dream cars, country car. Bentley GTC. Bentley GTC, what do those go for? Okay, so he loves a Bentley GTC. They go for a couple $100,000. I come to him, I've got the hookup. I know the owner of Bentley. Just play along with me. I know the owner of Bentley, and they're getting rid of one of those. Literally, they're getting rid of it for taxes pretty much. 10 cents on the dollar. I've got an opportunity to sell you this Bentley for 20 grand, but you gotta give me the money in the next 7 days. Let me ask you a question. Are you gonna find the money? How many of you guys are gonna find the money to buy that Bentley? Why? Why? Value. He is perceiving the value of that Bentley at 200 grand. Maybe the marketplace is perceiving that value. So is price, is the money an obstacle? No. Is he gonna find it? He may be flat out broke, 400 credit score. I think they go that low, right? And is he gonna find the money? He's gonna find the money. Let's face it, Bentleys, you can probably sell that the next day for a lot more, right? So I understood that. I understood that in real estate, right? The old adage in real estate is buy low, sell. Buy low, sell high. Or in real estate, when I started doing wholesaling, it's just buy low, sell a little higher. Still sell it low, and I still make money, right? In affiliate marketing, in your advertising, in all of your mediums, and you're transferring the belief of sales and value. You're transferring the belief of value that value is worth a lot more than what they're going to pay for that product, right? We're going to transfer the value that our $10,000 master's tuition, our live call is good for 2 people for 2 years, a whole year to take education, a whole year to repeat it, right? The value of that is worth 10 times. That it's possible to make 10 times that, right? So the value is there. So when the value is there, then the only thing is, okay, well, how can I find the money? Write this down. You've got to shift this. I learned this from my good friend and mentor, Chris Record. When I first met him, I was tens of thousands of dollars in debt. I was $500,000 in mortgage debt, trying to make money in real estate. I owned 2 houses at the age of 21. It was upside down on them. It's not some sexy story here, right? I can be full transparency a decade later. I ended up foreclosing on those houses, right? Bought high, great idea of real estate. Bad time in 2006, 2007. Not the best time, right? Here in the United States. So, I learned that money is just an idea. Money is just an idea, and I started asking myself, how can I do this? I want to take advantage of this opportunity. It's 20 grand to start in business. I don't have the money. But I started saying, how can I? First and foremost, how can I? And you've got to admit this to your prospects, to your potential customers and affiliates of how can I? Because we already know 95% of the money, 500,000 businesses in the U.S. are getting started every year, $500 billion. And it's getting started for the resources of other people they know, and from personal lines of credit, and retirement plans, and all of these different things. And that's the mechanics. The mechanics don't matter that much. What matters is, how can I? What matters is the positioning of value, and when the value is there, will they go find the money? Will you find the money if the value's there? Say yes.
Yes.
Right? So you've got to position value. You've got to come from this space of how can I do this? Right? How can I do this? And when you come from the space of how can I, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to tap in to the power of your subconscious mind. Okay? We know from science and research right now, the old adage is like 90% of our mind, our brain, our power, potential was our subconscious, and like 10% of our conscious. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not the brain scientist, researcher, specialist, but I believe that science is now showing it's literally like a percent, a couple percent. Like the vast majority of us as human beings are unconscious, subconscious, like programs, right? Are our programs of our subconscious mind that's running us, right? And this, the intelligence of our body, right? Am I thinking about breathing or am I just breathing? I'm just breathing, right? Right now, as you're paying attention, listening to me, listening to this training, your heart's beating, you're breathing, you're not thinking about it, right? You're not thinking about air, like Chris said yesterday. But when it comes to money, we all think about it every day. I mean, let's be honest. So if we're thinking about it, our customers and our prospects watching our marketing materials and videos, are they thinking about it? Right? So I need you to get this, and when you're in your marketing, when you're in your advertising, when you go through Chris's training and the Facebook ads, and you're doing all of these different things, if you think in the context, okay, the context is, am I presenting value, more value than what they're going to transact in cash value? Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Yeah. You guys with me? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to want to make sure you get this. Then, you got to become this way. How can I do this? How can I find these resources? And how can I help my prospects, my potential affiliates, my team members, my customers find the resources? How can I give them plans and positioning on how to go raise money, raise capital, and learn some strategies on how to do that? If I know that, if I know 38% of the money comes from other people that I know or that they know me, well, how do I do that? Because wouldn't you agree that there's a right way to do something and a wrong way to do something? Right? Is there a right way to do Facebook ads and a wrong way to get your ad account shut down?
Yes.
So when it comes to raising money and getting money from people, is there probably a better way to do that, a right way to do that? Say yes. Yes. Right? So are you learning? Are you taking time to learn how to do that? If money is the number one objection people have, are you investing any time, energy, resources to learning how to overcome that objection for yourself and others? Do you think that would be a valuable skill to be able to work with your customers, your clients, especially when you're selling high ticket, and you can give them some ideas, the mindset, and some strategies and tips, and how to maybe uncover resources that were right in front of them they didn't even know. Right? We don't know what we don't know. Jim joked about yesterday, he was at a private mastermind on Thursday before an event, and he had a TECademics hat on the whole time. And people didn't even realize they had it on. It's the same thing with money, guys. Money is all around you. Resources are all around you. It's all around your prospects. Because they don't know what they don't know. They don't see it. You may not see it. So we've got to shift that mindset, shift our paradigm so we begin to see something new. And when we see something new, now we can give them strategies and techniques on how to go find it and get it so they can join your business, so they can go all in, so they can buy your high-priced programs and products and education, whatever you're selling. Does this make sense? Say yes. Yes. Right? How many of you guys realize that skill of finding money, helping people uncover that, can make you more money, more sales in your business? So can I get a commitment that sometime today, tomorrow, over the weekend, next week, that you begin to have this? Doesn't mean you spend all day on this idea or topic, but you invest at least a little bit of energy and time into learning for yourself how to overcome the money objection for yourself, taking your own testimonial, if you will, no matter what it is. Because when you agree, no matter what you're going to do, it's going to take some time, and especially with money, to get the right training, the right tools, the right research, the right mentors. Does someone go become a doctor without spending any money on their education?
No.
No. Most of them spend how much? Tens of thousands? Would that be fair to say? Easy, if not six figures, right? At least $100,000 realistically. And several years of their life committed to the skill set and the practical application of that profession. So if you're going to be a successful internet marketer, if you're going to be a successful entrepreneur, let's get honest. Is it going to take time and money to be able to develop and get the information and skills and experiences you need to be able to make an income in that profession? Say yes.
Yes.
And if you're saying no, you're lying to yourself. And it doesn't matter what industry. It doesn't matter, we've had people, I've known people that have become UFC fighters, and I've had people I've known become professional athletes and everything like that. But they dedicate time, energy, resources to developing that skill set, right? So if you're going to be a successful internet marketer, you've got to get the information, you've got to find the resources for yourself so that you can know what to do and how to do it. And then take massive what?
Action.
Take massive what?
Action.
Right? Take massive action. And as you go through your marketing, as you're connecting with your people, right? And you're selling higher ticket products so you can make more money with less leads. One of the reasons and one of the ways when I first started working with Chris online, because I started doing real estate. So kind of back up a little bit in my story, I got that education from that college that Jim had started. And what happened in the real estate market 2008, 2009? Went through the cliff, right? But then, so it was a challenge selling the education. But what was it a great time to do if you had the knowledge and information, maybe some money and credit, but especially the knowledge? What was a good thing to do if you knew what you were doing in real estate in 2010, 11? Buying real estate. When houses were whatever your market was, right? I was in a market where houses were 100,000 and we were buying them for 10. It was using none of my own money, none of my own credit to do it. Because I got the knowledge. Write this down. The best investment in real estate you can make is the 6 inches between these ears. The best investment you probably made, and I don't have clients saying the word investment, but I'll just say for me, in my life, in my business, investing in myself has always got a return. Because then I was the person that would take action on that myself to become a better person. So getting the right information, real estate was doing this. I started making money in real estate because of the education I got. Right? So while I was learning, I was marketing, I was making money as an affiliate. And then that opportunity started to go down. Do businesses come and go? Let's be honest.
Yep.
Does real estate go up and down?
Yes.
Right? Does the stock market go up and down?
Yes.
Does most businesses have cycles?
Yeah.
Right? So Warren Buffett says, when others are greedy, be fearful. He says, when others are fearful, be greedy. And all that really means is there's always an opportunity. Whether something's going up, down, sideways, it doesn't matter. There's always an opportunity if you got the knowledge. You have the what?
Knowledge.
So you got to get the knowledge, and we know it's when it takes the money to get that knowledge. And if your prospects and customers need that knowledge, they are going to need to find money. Because if 9 out of 10 people say, I love to do this, but I don't have the money, then there's the rub. We've got to get good at learning how to find the money for ourselves and others and be able to teach that process in some way, be able to transfer that belief. Sometimes it's literally just more than a belief, it's conversation. Saying, hey, you can do this. You have the resources within you and all around you to make it happen. Sometimes it's just that, right? Sometimes it's, okay, let's dive into this and let's look at resources and how to put a business plan together and how to go out there and raise capital and do all these different processes and strategies, right, that we could spend literally days on just teaching that kind of stuff. I don't have the time, right? But the fact of the matter is, when you shift this idea, money is just an idea, you start saying, how can I instead of I can't, right? You come from this space of how can I transfer some belief so that price is never an issue. And then for those of you that do not have a high-ticket item in your funnel, in your sales process, and what you're selling, I would encourage you to do that. I would encourage you to be affiliates with us with TECademics and help promote our college. How many of you guys want to do that? Yeah?
Yeah.
You excited about that? Right? That was the key to my success. Learning and understanding the conversation of money. How to overcome that objection for myself. Right? And then aligning myself with the right opportunity, the right company, the right products and services that had such a high value that the value was all someone needed to make a buying decision. That ultimately, does a Rolls Royce sell itself? If you're in the market and you have the money and that's something you like, do you need to be sold on why it's a great car? No. It really just comes down to, do you have the money? Is that your thing? Is that your style? Right? So align yourself with the right processes, the right companies, the right products, right? Or make it yourself. You can do that too. But get that process, that high ticket. When I combine learning how to find money, combine that with a high ticket opportunity, that's what literally took me from struggling, broke, massive debt, to be able to have 5-figure months, to be able to have, start making a 6-figure income, be able to start growing, and then be able to teach that to other people, and start seeing people that literally raise money. I'm curious, just out of show of hands, I'm being totally on the spot right now, no script here at all, just giving you everything I can. Is there anyone that has been through any of my information calls to get money, that's maybe applied some of those strategies to be able to raise some money? I'm just curious if anyone. Awesome, got a few of you guys. Cool. So does this stuff work? Right? When you shift that mindset, and then you learn some practical strategies, that's a key to success in this industry. That's how I was able to make 6 figures my first year online with no email list, with no paid traffic. Free traffic, I had no email list. I couldn't even write a blog post. Chris would always joke it would literally take me an hour or two to write a little blog post. I was not the most technical person. Technology was one of my weaknesses. Well, my strength was people. My strength was communication. My strength was transferring a belief of whatever I was doing and selling. And I would only sell something if I was so committed and passionate about it. I believed it to my core. I believed it to my core that we were going to transform the internet marketing and education industry. I believe to my core that we are going to transform your lives and the lives that you get to touch by sharing this message and sharing this vision. I believe that our education is so valuable. I believe the skill sets, the knowledge, that it's something you can always have with you, right? So when you have that belief and you transfer that, I transferred that belief with high ticket sales, understanding how to help people get money, and doing some simple but effective marketing strategies on the front end to attract leads and front end buyers. Okay, so I want to bridge this to you guys. So on the front end marketing, we have the low ticket, right? So you got to be doing marketing, whether it's Facebook traffic, email, different free marketing on Facebook, YouTube advertising, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, all of these different social media platforms to build a following to attract people to you. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay? So you're doing this to generate leads and to generate initial sales to say, hey, Stanley, this product you get right now for $7. It's a simple $7 product. Stanley's like, wow, 100 video course for $7, I'm in. But here's the difference. Here's where most marketers fail. They stop at this transaction. They stop. Meanwhile, the successful marketers come over here. And then they go, Susan, she just bought that course too. But now the success marketer either themselves or someone they partner with or hire has a one-on-one coaching strategy session with Susan and connects with her. Maybe with a phone, maybe through Skype, maybe even in person if they're local. And they get to know Susan. They get to build a relationship of trust. They get to find out, what does Susan want? What do you want? I'm putting you on the spot right now. What do you want? What are you passionate about? Why did you start this online business? She's passionate about online education for everyone around the world. Why? Tell me more about that. Because it gives them opportunities to succeed where they might not otherwise. Cool. So if you could succeed in an online business by helping other people succeed, what would that do for you? Maybe we can get a mic would possibly be awesome. But so it make you feel good about yourself. And generate the type of income that you like. So if you can generate the type of income that you like, right? Helping others, what would that get you that you don't have right now? Feel good. So it would just make her feel good. Now, right now, I'll stop right now. Did you just go a little deeper? Did you just kind of get a little more emotional right now?
Yeah.
Cool. You guys paying attention to what I'm doing? Okay. So it would make you feel good. Awesome. So if you could have an online business helping other people make an extraordinary income, it would make you feel good. If you could feel good, what would that do for you in your life?
It would just completely change my life, because until you can do that, and see the results that you can transfer to somebody else, there is nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Right.
Because it's all about just trying to sell something without any value attached to it, either for yourself or the person that you're connecting with.
So how would it feel to be able to sell something of value that really can help change people's lives? How would that feel?
Just unbelievable.
Unbelievable. How committed are you to that?
150%.
So are you serious? Are you willing to do whatever it takes so you can experience that, so you can experience that value, sell that value, make an extraordinary income, feel unbelievable about what you're doing? That's something you're absolutely seriously committed to?
Absolutely. I've flown 5,000 miles to be here. So yes, that's
awesome. Let's give her a round of applause. So, how many of you guys, thank you very much. At this point, do I have let's talk business, dollars and cents. At this point, do I have a better probability of selling Susan on my program, let's say attending the college, for example? Is she going to come to the college? Yeah, she's going to come. How many of you guys have bought a product, bought a course, done some different things, but not had that experience with someone one-on-one? Right? So, is that effective? I'm literally giving the keys to what I've done to be able to create all of my success. It's this right here. Having marketing out there, free, paid, doesn't matter. Attracting an initial client. Leads, converting those leads. Chris will be teaching you on conversion strategies to sales. That's the front end. The money is always in the back end. Say the money's in the back end.
Money's in the back end.
Money's in the back end. This is the back end. The back end is relationship. Am I hard pressuring and being some slick salesman with Susan?
No.
It's consultative. It's education. I want what's best for her. I authentically, truly want what's best for Susan. If she tells me something that's not in alignment with what I have, if I can't serve her, then you know what? It's just not a match, right? But if we have a match, is she going to move forward? It's a match for her, right? So this is what effective marketers do. You've got to learn this and do this. And if you're not someone who says, well, that's not my strength to work with people, if you're cool, hire someone. Partner with someone that can do that. We have affiliates in our community that are making 6 figures already just in our pre-launch, and they're doing the front end, and they have someone that they've hired to do the back end. Does this make sense? Say yes. Yes. Is this important? Say yes.
Yes.
So you've got to have both sides of the business, the front end and the back end, right? The front end being the low ticket, the traffic and initial conversion to a sale, to a buyer, to a customer. The back end is that high ticket offer. It is relationship selling. It is consultative selling. It's serving. Write this down. Selling is serving. Selling is serving, right? So I am serving. I'm giving value. I'm understanding what my potential prospect and client, affiliate partner wants, right? And when I get this, now I can make less sales and make more money. How do you guys want to actually do less work, make less sales, but actually make more money? Right? So you can build a business and have a life. Say, I want to build a business while having a life. I'm not really believing you guys. I want to build a business. And have a life. That's better, right? I want to build a business and also have a life. How do you have a life? Is you have the ability to make more money per transaction, right? Volume, selling $1 million dollar products, and that's okay. People make millions of dollars selling little $1 products and cheap products, absolutely, right? Look at Walmart. Multi-billion-dollar company selling cheap products. It's not super expensive, right? So it's what model do you want to go after? So what Jim talked about with our virtual guidance counselor, with the college and this whole process and technology, you're going to be able to decipher, okay, what is it that you want? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses, right? What are your opportunities? What are your threats? What is your personality, right? For some of you, just running paid traffic, learning and mastering Facebook ads, sitting in front of your computer, writing ad copy, searching your demographics, split testing capture pages, split testing sales videos, right? It's how you're gonna make it say 6 figures if you just get started, right? That'd be a great goal. How many of you guys have just getting started and love to make 6 figures? Say yes. Yes. Right? That's most of the room. I know that. That was me. Now, for me, personally, that was not my key to success. Right? So you've got to find out what is going to be your key, what is going to be your strategy. No matter what your strategy is, though, make sure that you get the fact that money is just an idea. You uncover it and tap into money's all around you, that you can literally overcome this belief, and then you make sure you have 2 sides to the business, front end and back end. And add high ticket to what you're doing. If you have high ticket, right? And me, I had to do high ticket, but I wasn't a master of the front end. My partner Chris was a master of the front end. So what did we do in previous businesses? He would do all this front end, and I would do the back end. A lot of people don't realize that. I was closing back-end sales, high-ticket sales, working with the team members, giving trainings and rallies because that was one of my strengths. So I could create a great income for me, but I didn't have to be a master of the front end. Guys, get this. Your learning takes time, right? So as you're learning to make money online, as you're learning to make money in affiliate marketing, focus on one thing, right? Get good at one thing, and then either partner or outsource, delegate the other part of this business. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so we've talked about money, overcoming that objection. We've talked about where the money comes from, right? You got to get this. 95%. $500 billion in the U.S. alone that gets raised to fund businesses comes from personal savings, credit, loans, and friends and family resources. So that means if you're selling something at more than $100, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 above, right? And most people say I don't have the money. If you present the value, then where are they going to go get the money? You're going to go get the money from those resources 95% of the time. Because get this, write this down, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie, right? The facts are the facts. I didn't make this stuff up. You can go research yourself right now. Okay? U.S. Small Business Administration. So as we get wrapped up here, and I don't know how much time I've been rambling, and this talk's been zero for like an hour or so. I hope I'm time to do it. I'm being serious. What time is it? All right, my watch is right. How many of you guys wear a watch never check the time? Is it just me? I always look at my phone. Okay. So we're gonna break here in a few minutes, but before we do, I've got something I want to share with you just from the heart. And it's about my good friend, mentor, business partner, colleague, Chris Record. Chris Record was pivotal for me. He was 21, 22 years old when I met him. Right, living in Fresno, California. A little town called the Central Valley, Central Valley. All right, 2 people like Fresno. All right, sounds about right. No, but that was where I was born and raised, right? So and so kind of humble beginnings. Not dirt poor, but not successful. No entrepreneurs. I shared that earlier. Struggling single mom, 3 kids. And I met Chris, and here's this guy, young guy, 28 or so at the time, having 6-figure months in this business, promoting this real estate method college, right? And I said, you know what? I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to raise the money, 20 grand, to get started in that business. I'm going to follow this guy, Chris Record. I'm going to work with him personally. I was missing mentorship. The year before that, I had invested $35,000 in the largest real estate education company. 35 grand, I got that from a good buddy, Uncle MasterCard, and a good aunt of mine, Aunt Visa. And so here I was a year later meeting Chris. My aunt and uncle were just like, you've had enough. I've had enough of you, Peter. No more. And I met Chris, and he gives this presentation, and he's talking about this real estate investment school, and then the opportunity to make money promoting it. I was like, wait, you're telling me I can make that much money referring someone to that education? The light bulbs went off because I knew. So I was a buyer of that type of education. I spent double the amount of money for a 10th the value. And they had no referral program, right? So I said, I don't know what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. How can I do this? How can I figure it out? And guys, it wasn't overnight, right? It wasn't overnight success. Nothing really is. But you know what? A couple weeks later, I got creative when I raised the money. A few months after that, I'm getting marketing, right? Had my first 5-figure month. A few months later. And I'll never forget it. To this day, almost a decade later, made much money, lost much money, made money, right? The entrepreneur cycle. How many of you guys could relate? Okay, not dealing with money. But I'll never forget pulling that initial $8,000 commission off of our pay card and going to deposit it in my bank account. And at that moment, I was hooked. Right? It was real for me. And I said, I'm going to do whatever this guy Chris says. Fast forward a decade later, I'm so grateful to be in business with him, to be able to learn from him every single day. This guy is so committed, so passionate about giving, about teaching, about serving. It's not about the money for him. It truly is not. It never has been. He was a broke kid living in Santa Cruz, skateboarder, you know? As the famous rapper says from our generation, started from the bottom, now I'm here, right? That was Chris. And so he's so passionate. He's been teaching all yesterday, blooding his mouth, right? And he's going to come back after this quick break we're going to do and give you more all day today, all day tomorrow. Giving you the technical strategy, the techniques of list building, right? Maybe some more. How many of you guys would like some more Facebook ad training? I'm curious. Okay? So maybe we'll do some more Facebook ads, list building, they're going to build email lists, and then converting that list into sales. Breaking down for those of you that want to be affiliates with us, how to liquidate 6 figures between now and our big international affiliate event, 11/11. How many of you guys would love the opportunity to make 6 figures in the next 90 days? Say yes! Yes! Right? So I want you guys, when he comes in, I don't know where he's at. When we come back, we're going to take like a 10-15 minute break, all right? When Chris comes on stage, I want you to give him so much love. I want you to be on your feet. I want you to give him, because he's given you. This is an exchange, right? This is an exchange of energy. The more you give him, the more he can give you. Are you guys committed to that? Say yes? Yes! Say yes? Yes! Awesome. You guys ready for an incredible day? Yes! Awesome. All right, here's what we want to do. Please stand up. We're going to take a break here. Please stand up.